Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get together live here on Facebook, where we hope that chestnuts are roasting on an open fire somewhere, certainly not here. We also happen to get a kick out of perusing headlines from our city, our state, our country, perusing your comments, your ideas, your suggestions about how to have an amazing life here in Puerto Vallarta. As a community of English-speaking locals, it is December 23rd. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and the weather outside is not frightful, but it is chilly again here in Puerto Vallarta. I hope you guys are having a good morning, and as always, we love welcoming new friends, and we can welcome you to our cluster by writing the comment new in your comments, and that way we'll give you a proper welcome. This is, of course, for friends that are watching live. Friends that are watching on YouTube, we don't look at comments on YouTube. Maybe we will in the future, but in the meantime, we do appreciate that you watch us on YouTube as well. So kindly give us a thumbs up if you enjoy the broadcasts. For other people that are watching live, again, we want to make sure that, oh my God, have I gone shopping for my outfit for emceeing the December 30th event? No, I haven't. I am procrastinating because I hate wearing nice clothes. No, I don't hate wearing nice clothes. I just don't have any nice clothes anymore. Anyhow, I got distracted for a second. Where was I? If you have something important to say, add a letter Q at the beginning of your comment. Clearly, it takes more than just a Q. It takes less than a Q to distract me. So I won't look at your comments anymore. I'm at least not until we're ready to look at your comments, which will be in the second half of our broadcast. We have all kinds of news to share with you. Oh, I blushed. I don't have any clothes. We have news to share. We have funny. We have interesting. We have snarky news. Well, not snarky, but you know how we love to snark away when local news don't make much sense. Let's take a look. Oh my God. And yes, I found out about the one Mexican president that decided to cancel Santa Claus altogether. And society got on his face. And it happened in the 1930s. So I get to tell you about that today. I'm not very familiar with this story, but we'll wing it and we'll see how it goes. But first, our news as always. Well, we're damned if we have good water pressure, and we're damned if we don't. Yesterday morning, a pipe in Emiliano Zapata burst, breaking the sidewalk concrete and flooding several homes. Neighbors claimed they reported this to Seapal immediately, but it took Seapal, the local waterworks, over 3 hours to respond to the call. I do remember somebody reported bad water pressure in the neighborhood yesterday, so this may have been part of the problem. Did you feel the quake? And why can I not click on my news item? Oh, how very rude. Why can I not click on my neck? Ah, there you go. Did you feel the quake yesterday afternoon? There was at 5:22 p.m. There was a 5.6 quake with an epicenter in the Pacific Ocean near the Jalisco coast. I did not feel a thing, and I was sitting on this very same spot working. And fortunately, no damages were reported. But I am curious as to whether anybody else felt the shake or not. Moving right along, we recently reported an increase in Uber and Didi fares elsewhere in the state. And in this news note, we learned that according to the Federal Consumer Protection Bureau, it is up to local governments to review and authorize fares. Now, I've taken a couple of Ubers in the past few days, and I did not notice any substantial increases in the cost, which is being argued that is being increased in the metropolitan area of Guadalajara due to the holidays. So I'm wondering if you have experienced any irregular increases in fares with Uber locally. We still don't have any Didi service. If you have, please share your experience in a comment just out of curiosity. On the other hand, we do know that yellow cabs are famous for gouging customers, particularly foreigners, and particularly during the holiday season. So the Yellow Cab Union is well aware of this, and now they have made a telephone number available, two numbers actually, to report any abuse, and the numbers are included in this news article, which of course you will get a chance to look at in the show notes. All you have to do is, excuse me for a second. Thank you. All you have to do is report the taxi cab number, and you will be refunded your money. But here's my personal recommendation. Don't wait until the end of your trip. If you hop on a yellow cab, don't wait until the end of the trip to find out how much your fare is going to be. If you hop on a yellow cab, actually before you hop on a yellow cab, just ask the driver, tell the driver where you're going beforehand and ask him or her how much the fare is going to be. If the amount seems reasonable, hop in. If it doesn't, don't hop in. And if you don't know any better because you just got here or have not taken a yellow cab in a while, well, we've all been there, and it is all part of our personal learning experience, for better or worse, if you don't have any point of reference. This has happened to me recently. If I know how much my yellow cab fare is between here and La Comer or vice versa, and so forth and so on. So regular trips that I take, I always ask ahead of time. If you take another trip, either ask friends that know beforehand, or just wing it. But again, there will be a number now if you happen to be subject to something that seems unreasonable. Let the betting begin. City Hall has announced in the final council meeting of the year that the new bridge along Insurgentes Street will be completed in February. The question is, of course, will it be finished in February? On February? In February. Will it be finished in 2 months' time? So place your bets. I personally don't think it's going to be finished in February. I think we won't see the bridge until late March, maybe April, but I certainly hope I will be wrong. Moving right along, Mexico's Federal Commission for Protection Against Sanitary Risks, or COFEPRIS, has announced 5 beaches in Mexico that are far too contaminated for swimming. Not that anyone would want to go swimming in the ocean this time of year. The water is cold. One of these beaches is close enough to home, so we mention it here, and that would be the Sayulita Beach. So while staring at the sexy surfers is encouraged, playing touchy-feely with them is not, unless they shower first. Let's turn over to the weather and see what we can expect for the remainder of the week. There, I managed to fetch today's weather report. It's a Festivus miracle. Well, that sounds like a good thing. Snarky Carrot Weather says it's 25 degrees out there, feels like 26. Humidity is low, 46%, which is nice. Fahrenheit, our temperature in Fahrenheit degrees is 77. And of course, Our weather forecast for today is clear through the day today with a high temperature of 28, low temperature 18. Tomorrow, Friday, will be another clear day, yay, with a high temperature of 28, low temperature 16. And Saturday will be partly cloudy with a high temperature of 28 and a low temperature of 16. A chilly Christmas, and we like that. Well, I like that. I don't know about you. Maybe you're escaping cooler weather from up north and you're here on vacation and you're hating the fact that it's too cold to swim in your hotel swimming pool. What can I tell you? What I can tell you is that yesterday we told you that municipal tourism announced that Puerto Vallarta would reach a 95% occupancy rate in local hotels. And today, the Puerto Vallarta Tourism Bureau announces that it will be 85%. So that's a 10% difference. Who's right or who's wrong? Or was there a typo somewhere? I don't know. I mentioned this only because I find it amusing that if the two local entities, the Municipal Tourism Department and the other one being the Tourism Bureau, these two entities in charge of overseeing tourism related affairs for our city don't see something this basic eye to eye, well, one has to wonder if they collaborate at all. Or maybe it is because there's a new guy in charge of the Tourism Bureau. Apparently, they have named the new director, and his name is Randy Alfredo Lopez Martinez. And he is to become the new director of the Tourism Bureau. Now, is this gentleman an experienced hotelier? Has he worked for an airline, or has he otherwise been involved in the world of national or international tourism? Of course not. He's a 36-year-old politician for the Morena Party and a lawyer. So is a politician slash lawyer qualified to run Puerto Vallarta's Tourism Bureau? I don't know. Don't ask me. I have no idea. Let's see. The state of Nayarit has announced that a portion of Highway 200 from Guadalajara to Puerto Vallarta is now operating at 4-lane capacity and is now a toll highway. This would be the stretch between Las Varas and Monteon. Now, is this part of the new superfast highway between Guadalajara and Puerto Vallarta that has been in the making for years? I don't think so, but let's take a look at the map together so we can speculate. In fact, I don't remember if it's supposed to be or not. Let's see. First of all, here is Las Varas, and here is El Monteon. So the portion that is now a toll portion is between here and here, which is a good thing because, you've just come out of the curvy section of the highway up here, and you're all dizzy and you're just desperate to take a pee somewhere and you cannot stop. So now you get to Las Varas and you get a little faster. Now, I don't remember if the new highway is supposed to go from Compostela to Las Varas and then south, or what the deal is. But if we zoom in on this map, we see that here's the new highway, and this is where it ends. And if I zoom in, you see all this barely visible stretch here, which is shown in construction. But this path has very little to do with this path. So I'm not entirely sure whether it's one and the same or not. But I can tell you that now, if you want to go between Las Varas and El Monteon, you get to pay a little bit of money, like I think it's 50 or 60 pesos, but you get to travel a little faster. Moving right along with what I want to show you, I want to let you know that our mayor has inaugurated a new upgrade on the stadium, not the stadium that we know, but the one that is located in Bobadilla, and I'm going to show you where that is. Here is our map, and here is downtown Pitillal, and here is the neighborhood known as Bobadilla, and here is where that stadium is. And this brings me to a question, and let me see if our polls are gonna get along with us better today. Let's see. Boom, parim, pam, pam. We are almost done with our colonias, the colonias that we've been profiling on Fridays. We have maybe two or three left. And I'm wondering if you wish for us to continue exploring more colonias. So I have put a poll on our screen. We have looked at through most of this year, well, not most of this year, most of the second half of the year, we've looked at the most popular colonias in the city or the colonias where you're bound to find yourself more in. Oh my God, I can't construct a fucking sentence today. Please excuse my French. So, my bottom line is, do you want to have more colonias on Fridays or do you not? And I see that, okay, I can see what you're saying. A small number of you have had enough colonias, and a very large number of you would rather continue doing colonias. I will look at the final number of the poll after I tell you about this Mexican president, um, whose name is, where is it? Pascual Ortiz Rubio. He was president of Mexico in the 1930s, and on 27th of November of 1930, President Pascal Rubio said, "You know, we're canceling Santa Claus. We're not going to have Santa Claus in Mexico anymore. The new Santa Claus is going to be Quetzalcoatl." And we touched base on this briefly the other day. Poor Quetzalcoatl, you know, he has no business to do with Christmas, and of course we remember this recently when we saw that uh, the Christmas tree at the Senate in Mexico City was decorated with Quetzalcoatl. And this again, this president decided that he was going to cancel Christmas and that Quetzalcoatl would be a symbol for a Mexican Christmas. And of course, the Mexican society was completely opposed to this because they said, well, hold on just a second. St. Nicholas is part of our culture. So why would we cancel St. Nicholas when we're a Catholic country? Um, and things just got very ugly. Needless to say, Santa Claus did not remain canceled for a long time, and we continue to enjoy the white bearded daddy that comes and visit us once a year. There was that wonderful commercial about gay Santa Claus. I think it was from Denmark. It hit the waves not too long ago, and some people were cringing, but it was a beautiful commercial. If you want me to find the YouTube video, I will be glad to do that. Just let me know by writing the comment "Gay Santa Claus," and I will be happy to share that with you in the near future. And that's what we have for news. Let's take a quick look at what you guys are up to, other than your wonderful good mornings, which are always a pleasure to read. Let's see. And of course, I will react to all the cues. Um, let's see. Maggie as in Peggy, I noticed the other day, or no, I noticed a little while ago, what am I talking about? That you've been busy. So chill out. Have a good, restful week. Try to loosen your schedule so that you can enjoy the holidays. Um, oh, quite. Thank you, Angelo. I am enjoying watching my balls on the screen as well. Um, okay, I'll cave in. There you go. Let's see what else we have. Da 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 da. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Bluebirds freezing in the snow. I felt it in our Aramara home and questioned whether there was a quake, and Dory didn't feel it at all. We were sitting right next to each other. It must have been one of those short little quakes. Um, Oh, I already thought. Thank you very much, Julie. I already thought about this. I have a lovely guayabera. I just need to find um, beautiful pants to go along with it. I definitely want to wear something that is representative of Mexico, without a doubt. I mean, I don't want to look like. I don't know what I want to look like, but yeah, I think guayabera will be the way to go, and I'll see how we complement that. Let's see what else we have. My wife says that Uber has increased by 20 to 30%. I wonder if this is here in Puerto Vallarta, Mark. I wonder where you're watching from. Chris hasn't noticed fare increases. Thank you very much. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you, Albert. The bridge will be finished which February? I like that very much. Let's see what else we have. Dee, 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 dee. Ah, I see you don't have much faith on the bridge either. I see a Q. Can anyone recommend a puppy rescue group? I just found two abandoned puppies on my morning walk. At the moment, oh no, they are resting in our condo in a little crate with towels. Totally adorable, but we are not in a position to adopt them. I can definitely recommend Candace Shaw, and I am sure that other people will recommend her. If not, well, she's the one that I know, and hopefully there will be other comments here. Um, Tony comments, Buenos dias, without water for 3 hours, but we have a tinaco. I use a very good taxi driver that is fair with his prices and has a new unit with AC. Um, I hear you. I also have my own driver. When I have special trips that I need to do, I always keep his card around me because he is totally reliable. Let's see what else. Logan shares Candace Shaw is your gal. Thank you very much for that. There's another recommendation for Deborah Donick. Awesome for dogs. This is great. Um, Dory says Aramara, please. I think Aramara is one of the final colonias that we have in our list, or maybe have we walked Aramara? I don't remember, but I'm sure Aramara is on the list, and if not, Dory, we will definitely add Aramara to the list. In fact, what we may do for the rest of the colonias is we may just ask for suggestions because the way the original criteria for colonias was I will volunteer colonias that I already have something to say about. And that's where the original list came from. So the colonias moving forward are colonias in which I'll have to do a little bit of extra homework, but that's no big whoop as long as I know that you are interested in that type of content. So we will wait until we get done with these colonias to figure out where to proceed next. How about that? Christine says, I'm not sure how to answer the poll, but I love the colonias. Thank you very much. I think it's good. It's a good time to look at the poll again. And yes, 75% of you wish to see more colonia information. 25% of you do not. So we will continue exploring colonias, and that will give me more excuses to keep walking. And we like that very much. Gay Santa. Okay, let me add that to the show notes. I know that I can find it right after the broadcast, and I will add that in a second. Let's see. Let's see. Ba-di-ba-ba-ba-ba. Gay Santa. Oh my God! Everybody wants to meet Gay Santa. I love it. I love it. There's another question. Yes, please continue with the colonias. Very happy to do that. Oh, we all want colonias. No problem. And Buenos Aires, please, have you done Bobadilla? Let me very quickly, if you don't mind it, because it takes me just a quick look at the list. Hold on. Spreadsheet.google.com. Let me get into my spreadsheet where I um, have the original list of colonias so that we can figure out what is going to happen next. Okay, according to the list, tomorrow we are going to do El Centro, and that is right on schedule. After that, we have to do Fluvial, and then we have to do Cinco de Diciembre, and then we have to do Versalles, and we are done. If you recall, we started from the least popular colonia to the most popular colonia. So moving forward, I am checking all the colonias that you have mentioned in today's comment, and we will be continuing moving forward accordingly. And this brings us to the end of our broadcast. Yay! Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to mute the microphone. I meant to push this other button. So tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Tomorrow there's that funny meteorite, asteroid crashing on Earth comedy on Netflix. It opens tomorrow, starring Meryl Streep and Leonardo DiCaprio. I know that that will be part of my Christmas Eve experience. Um, the question here, this is an important question. Kevin says, do you have a playlist of the neighborhoods on YouTube? No, but what I can tell you, Kevin, is that we will publish a list of all the Fridays and which colonia was discussed on each Friday, um, so that you can figure out where you can find the colonias. That is a very, very relevant question. And I will make that available in the next few days. So we're done. We're done for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow is Friday. We will be discussing El Centro. Not only will we talk about El Centro, but tomorrow we will have the Walking Wednesday that we didn't have yesterday. It'll happen tomorrow. And I discovered, well, I didn't discover, I just chose to walk through El Centro by using another street, a street that is not as busy. And I would like to share that with you as an alternative whenever you find yourselves having to walk through El Centro. Between now and then, stay happy, stay kind, stay well fed, stay celebratory, but most important, stay in touch. Luna and I wish you a happy day. Talk to you soon.